Hi, my name is Casey, and this is my presentation titled Triptastic, all about men's psychedelic novelty wear. There are many different elements that come together with this style. The elements of this trend is usually a combination of color and pattern. There's a lot of use of bright colors, lots of lines and flow, and it's usually very busy to look at. Attributes. Some things that you'll notice about this is that it's like a really fun pattern, or it can be really sleek when you put it in like that suit style of garment. It can be used for daily wear or casual wear, just depending on how you are wanting to wear it. It's eye-catching and it reminds you of the spirit of the times, and it gives off positive vibes. The appeal of the psychedelic print comes from the zeitgeist of the times. There's a reflection of the 70s fun flair, kind of like hippies, and it includes the bohemian aesthetic as well as being flashy. I like the appeal because it's really just like, oh wow, what was that? What was I looking at? And then you kind of have to do a double take, kind of like at his shirt. You're like, oh wow, those colors. And then you're like, wait a minute, there's a face there too. The target market is men ages 25 to 35. These are guys that are usually outgoing. They like to get wild and they're pretty exciting. They like to, keep everyone on their toes. The people who really started this off are the Beatles. The Beatles made a huge breakthrough in music in the 70s. They were also really known for their peace-loving ways, and that's where we get the idea of the hippie kind of garment look, the psychedelic, just funness of it all. But yeah, we can really date this back to the Beatles. Inspiration. These days, the inspiration is like raves, hippies, aliens, nature, all those fun things. At raves, you'll see lots of different colors and lots of different just like usage of garments and things, but it usually also includes the colors and, like I said earlier, about the different elements. And then like hippies, because it's from the 70s, and also there's a lot of alien influence too, because and nature's a big part of it too, just because of the colors. Relationships. So I think there are a lot of relationships you can have with this outfit. You can have like a psychedelic top and wear just like a basic bottom, or like classic blue jeans. As long as you have something plain, either top or bottom, you can really pair it up easily. Or if you really just want to rock the look but be very subtle about it, you could always just use like some psychedelic socks, or have like a psychedelic wallet or something, just subtle. Maybe have some psychedelic Ethica boxers on underneath. The pros of this little trend is that it stands out, it's one of a kind, it's unique and different. There are like different psychedelics out there, I guess, but I think that if it's really more catered to this style of the 70s hippie, along with being just like, oh, that's on a suit? How? Wow, that's cool. That's kind of like really where it gets fun and like people are going to want to buy it. The cons are that it can be overwhelming if done correctly. You don't really want to be a pattern on pattern on pattern on pattern look, but if you style it correctly, like I said earlier in the relationships, you should be okay. You may have limiting matches, but most people usually just have a solid of everything, so it shouldn't be that hard. And it's very lively, so for some people it might be too much to look at, but they're probably just boring. Pricing for this is kind of all over the place. It just depends on where you want to go. You can do like fun socks from Dodo Sock Shop for $20, or I found these cool 70s vintage swim trunks from Frank's Vice. And then we've got like backpacks and button-up shirts. Usually a little bit pricier though, on the pricier end, because a lot of psychedelic stuff is handmade or like a personal design, so it's usually going to be a little bit pricier. This is in the introductory stage of the fashion cycle, because you can find garments on Etsy, but you're not going to find something particularly this style at Nordstrom's or Zara. It's definitely going to be making a comeback. It's not going to be something you're going to see everywhere. It's going to be very inspired from the times. And that's everything. Thank you.